Right now, someone you know, you love, you care about is typing a message they'll never send. They're fighting a battle behind a smile. And the scariest part, you may never even see it. This is the kind of conversation we can't afford to skip. This is for them and may it be for you. Hello and welcome back to the Unfiltered Truths. I'm your host, Sandra. Today's episode is unique because it's a crown jewel of this podcast. September is Suicide Prevention Month. We aren't just talking stats or awareness. I'll be speaking into the silence that precedes a crisis and a profound courage to break it. So today, like I alluded to earlier, the episode and the message is deeply personal. I have been there and I want you to know that you are not alone. There are resources for you in the description box. Please use them. Let's get into it. You could have heard on the news or read in the papers where they say globally almost 800,000 people die by suicide each year. Those aren't just numbers. Those are people. Behind each figure, there's a person whose universe of pain overwhelmed them to carry on and chose to end their life. Suicide is not inevitable, it's preventable. So I want us in this episode to change the narrative. How do we know that someone is struggling with suicidal thoughts, is looking out to commit suicide beyond the I'm fine response that we get from them? Because oftentimes when you ask someone, how are you? They are going to tell you that they are fine, yet in actual sense, they are not. So how do we get to know the signs beyond the I'm fine? I'm going to list a few that I know or that I have experienced through myself or my loved ones. And I hope you too can pick one or two and use them. The first one I would say is the person is usually, you have these feelings of hopelessness, feelings of being trapped, or even having no reason to live. That's one of the signs. The other one, which usually happens, is withdrawal. The person usually withdraws from their friends, their family, or even just the things they're interested in doing. It could be music, it could be soccer, and all of a sudden, someone no longer has interest in such things. Some go ahead and give away their prized possessions. They could be small, they could be very important to them, but they'll give them away anyway. Another sign that I could think of is after having a prolonged period of depression, the person is all of a sudden going to have this unsettling ease. And oftentimes, this is at a point where they have made up their mind that they want to commit suicide. But the biggest sign is always silence. Silence is one of the biggest signs. So what really happens when someone is now silent? In the midst of all the pain they're going through, they're borne by some internal prison that makes them think that the pain is permanent, it will never go away. They feel they are alone and they feel burdened. because the only truth that seems true is that this pain will never go away. You are alone and you're burdened. You begin to think that you want to end your life. Unfortunately, the people are surrounding the people that want to commit suicide or who have committed suicide often think that committing suicide is all about wanting to actually die. Most of the times, these people, the victims, just want to end the pain. It's not about them wanting to die. It's about ending the pain once and for all, which isn't the case. So what happens? Because I've been there, I've lived through that silence, and I know what it feels like to have so much pain that you can't share. In order to break the silence, you need to connect. Connecting with people goes a long way. Reach out to people. Ask these people how they really are doing and listen to them freely without judging. So, what do we do when we have lost people to suicide? Or what happens? There's an aftermath for the people that have been left behind. Usually, it's one hell of a kind. Hell. That hell that you don't even know what to do. It's surrounded with guilt. The survivors of all the people that have been left behind will always feel guilty, wondering if it was something they did or didn't say, or they had to do. There's so many what ifs that can never be answered. And the best we can do, because what usually has happened, is to learn to pick on the signs that could have pushed this person to actually ending their life, and using that as a tool to look out for the ones that are surviving, the ones that have been left behind, such that we catch them earlier and help them. So usually we want to understand why someone killed themselves. Why? Like, there's so many questions that you can't answer. And honestly, I can't sit here and give you a particular reason as to why. But the best we know is they didn't want to die because they wanted to die, but they were imprisoned by this pain that they just couldn't speak out on or share with someone or even just navigate it. So they wanted it to stop. And that was their way of having it stop. Don't feel guilty, but rather I urge you to find help. There's so many people. If you have someone that is struggling with suicidal thoughts or has attempted to, but maybe it wasn't successful, I want you to, this is how you can help them. First and foremost, if someone is struggling, speak with them directly. Ask them, do you want to commit suicide? By you asking them, it's not like you're trying to put the thoughts or the idea in their mind. You are giving them the green light, opening the door for them to share. And when they share their mind and whatever is disturbing them, you will be able to know how to help. But then also, most importantly, just listen to them. Listen to them. Listen to them. You don't have to give them solutions. You don't have to fix anything, but you just have to stay there and listen to them. And to you who is struggling, kindly reach out. Reaching out is not a sign of weakness. It's such an incredible strength. And it's okay. You could reach out to a friend, show up and announce to their door, or send them a message, or call them, or just call the crisis numbers and let them know that you're not okay and you need help. It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay for you to be alone in pain, in suffering, and in silence. That's not okay. If you have someone you love, you care about, and you know they are struggling, I want you to listen to them without judgment. Don't judge them. Don't tell them that it's too small, only that small thing can't push you to kill yourself. Please don't. That would push them further and they will not open up. But then also, I want you to help them, connect them to the resources. We have therapists, there are communities where people meet and they talk about these issues. They could just call the numbers. We have many, actually. I'll share some in the description box. There's so many resources that people can use and get through this phase. Your pain is valid. You're not a burden, and your story matters because it's not yet over. I don't want that pain to tell you otherwise, to deceive you. Whatever pain it is, telling you that you're not enough, you're a burden, it will never stop, it's a permanent thing, all those are lies. You won't say it in the middle of the storm, but I want to remind you and tell you that it is going to be okay. I have carried that weight and I have been there before. But look at me now. I am here and it's going to be okay. You will not know how, for sure, but it's going to be okay. Just find people and speak with them. The other thing that I want to tell you is healing actually is possible. It does exist and it's real. It comes in many forms. It could be therapy with a professional person. It could be small groups in our communities where people meet and just talk about things, good, bad, and in a way you're trying to let out. And whoever listens to you will hear you out. There will be someone who will hold your hand and walk with you. And when people come and open up to you, sometimes all you have to do is sit there with them and maybe just tell them, it's going to be fine. We shall get through this together. You do not know how much those words could do to someone. And today, that's the kind of message I have. I know suicide is not inevitable, it's preventable. I want us to change the narrative. Let us listen without judgment. Let us help the people and connect them to resources. Let us ask our friends and loved ones whether they are genuinely doing okay. And let us not judge them. Let us remind one another that regardless of whatever we go through, whatever situation, pain is a temporary phase and it's one that is going to blow over eventually. And if you know that this message or episode resonated with you in one way or the other, if you felt seen, if you know someone who needs to be seen, if you feel like you have someone that really is struggling and going through something, this message is for them. You will help me and do two things. First, subscribe and share this video with them. You never know what this message could do in someone's life. But then secondly, your pain is valid. Your story matters. Your life is important. There's so many chapters of life that you haven't yet lived, and you're yet to live them. And the universe wants to have you because you have a purpose. But also, it's okay not to be okay. But it's not okay to stay alone in silence. There will be resources in the description box. If you or someone you love, care about, is struggling and going through something, let them reach out. The resources are free, but then there are those that can be paid for. Whatever makes you comfortable is what you should go with. Don't die alone in silence. We are all here to support each other. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye. I value the time you've put in to watch this video. Thank you so much from my heart of hearts. If this message resonated with you in one way or the other, please subscribe. The purpose of this podcast is to bring hope, restoration, and resilience. Let's share this video with every one of us that we know is going through something and needs comfort